Kaddish Shalom, page 194. Yit Kadav, Yit Kadash, Shemera Bav, Yamadi Vrach, Yirutay, Yamlich Malchutay, Bechayechon, of Yomechon, Bechayechon, Beit Yisrael, Bagal Isman Kadi, Veyimeru, Amen, Yeshmeira, Bomevarach,
Leonam Leonam
Yibarach, Vishtabach, Vipor, Vitramam, Vinase, Vitadar, Vitala, Vitala, Shemeda Kudisha, Leilami, Kober Chatav, Shirata, Tushbechatav, Nechemata, Daviran, Milma, Vehimeru,
Amen.
Tikal, Slatanu, Honda Kaisel, Kadan, Abahonda, Vishmaya, Vehimeru, Amen, Ishlamarav, Amen, Shemaya, Chaim Aleinu, Viakoysa, Vehimeru, Amen, Ose Shalom, Bimrama, Vyase Shalom. Aleinu v'yakoyisra v'yimeru. Amen. Aleinu l'shabayach la'adon ha'kol la'ateit k'tula liyotzeh b'reishit shelo sanu k'gayaratzot v'lo samanu k'mishbechor ha'adama shelo samcha keinu kohen v'gad aleinu k'chol hamonam v'anachnu kodim u'mishtachavim u'modim Lifnei Melech Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shnet HaShamayim
Sedaret.
Ukinikav Elechanu Eloheinu Kagatuv v'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam v'hada v'nemar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol ha'oretz v'yamahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
Thank you, Dr. Schneider, very much. We recall with love those who gave us life and shared life with us. For those whose yortzeit is today, Sunday, the 29th of Nisan, Erev Rosh Chodesh, April 11th, 2021. The following names are inscribed in our hearts and are inscribed in the perpetual memorials at Chizuk Amuno. Joel David Feder, Mildred G. Goldman, Harry Himmelfarb, Donald Howard Horowitz, Sigmund Katz, Joseph Kleiman, Cecilia Lipnick, Rosa Borenstein, Naren, Lena Nathans, Benjamin Schneider, Sarah Leah Shore, Anna Merson Spector, and Rona Schwaber Stein. Jeffrey, is there somebody else we missed? Yortzeit and Mourner's Kaddish, page 198. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabach, ve'alma divrach irutei ve'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dachol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv ve'emo amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olam ulom me'omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה ושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירם בעלמה ואמו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמו אמן. עושה שלום ממומה והוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמו אמן. Have a couple of minutes. Would you please have a seat? Get a chance to hear something of note and importance. Sally Grant, tonight and tomorrow is Arthur's yortzeit. Would you share with us a little reflection? It's a year later. You're muted, so you need to unmute yourself, please.
Well, it's hard. He's a great guy. I think I learned a lot from him. He was kind of a giant in his industry, in the hotel industry. The first person who went with computers for a motel But his relationship to people, he taught me never interfere with another person's person. The lesson that is deep, hard, but it's true, and it's the way we can get along in life, and that's what he did. He did. He really cared about all the people around him, especially his family, but the people he did business with, the people he socialized with, and with the people at Chizuk Amuno, he enjoyed them.
Sally,
I think that's it for right now. Thank you.
is this the first yahrzeit?
No, second.
Second. Okay. Well, yeah, go ahead.
I went to the cemetery today to put some stones with my granddaughter, her husband, and my great-grandchildren.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet.
Thank you.
Linda and Sarah, you have yahrzeit. If you want to share some thoughts on the yahrzeit of Joshua.
Yes. This is, I'm going to, rather than be extemporaneous, I'm going to read some remarks that my husband used to say each year, which are succinct.
Thank you.
When we used to sponsor the Shalashudas when Joshua's yahrzeit. Tonight marks the 30th of Nisan marks the 35th yahrzeit of our beloved son Joshua of blessed memory, Joshua Martin Weinberg, Mordechai Yehoshua ben Peretz Moshe Valeya Mariam, who was taken from us just shortly after his 12th birthday in 1986. He was gentle, caring, and loving to his family and many friends. He enjoyed being a Boy Scout, playing violin and clarinet. He attended the Jewish Day School Kelman Academy in Cherry Hill and relished making Torah study part of his everyday curriculum. He excelled in mathematics, and with the encouragement of his teacher and the Rogate program, he was able to take calculus courses at University of Pennsylvania during the summer between 6th and 7th grades. Paul and I have established an endowed memorial fund at the day school in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and have continued to be involved with the school. Each year, a student is chosen by the faculty for distinguished achievement in mathematics and continued commitment to Jewish education. He's honored with an award at graduation. This fund enables specialized things to occur in the math curriculum. And in a non-pandemic year, the math club is able to take a trip to New York to the Math Olympiad. It is our hope that in this way we can honor his blessed memory.
Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you. Sarah, you want to share anything, or you're good? You're muted. Yes.
I usually let my mom.
Okay. Whatever you like. Thank you. Yeah.
But I'll just add that, Julia is named for him. So
Right.
we'll continue his memory in that way too.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Sarah, so much. And we have Marilyn also observing yahrzeit, I think, for Mom. Marilyn, would you share with us a thought, a memory of Mom, please?
Yes.
Okay. Well, coming right after Passover every year, Mom's yahrzeit always comes right after the week when I'm always taking out the recipes that Mom left me with. That was one of the parts of her Yerusha to me, that I had all of her Passover recipes. And even if we don't feel like eating it, or even if I don't feel like making it, I always feel compelled to remember her through the things that she did that brought her pleasure, that she did to bring the holidays to the family. So this was another year when we did the same. It's just part of her legacy and part of the many things I think about this time of year.
Thank you, Marilyn. That's beautiful. And a personal note that if biology finds a way to continue the species, if you will, through biology, we in the Jewish tradition has found a way to continue the memory and a vibrancy of life through memory and through ritual and through speech, words, and text. And it's clear to me that this element does transcend the terrible experience of death. And it's a beautiful tradition that we have that embraces life as it is. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Ben, I'm sorry, Randy, you wanted to say something?
Yes, I have your site also for Sam Henler,
And
my grandfather-in-law.
did you know him at all?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
One of the impressive things is he was the treasurer of the Masonic Lodge here that Randy Gartner and some other people are members of, and for probably about 20, 30 years. And even though he was a agnostic, when his wife Naomi passed away, he started coming to shul, and you could see the big difference of coming to Minyan, coming to shul, that how it affected him. He was a very strong-natured person and missed, I'm sure, by everybody in the family.
Thank you, Randy. We approve of this message and we think it's a wonderful message. Thank you, Randy, so much. That was lovely. Ben Gottesman, are you up for leading services tonight? Ma'ariv, it begins Rosh Chodesh, so we make Ya'aleh V'yavo at the Amidah.
Okay, so you do the shortened Ma'ariv or you do the full Ma'ariv?
No, there's no repetition of the Ma'ariv. It's the
But
Arvit.
it's a full, okay, but it's the regular
It always
Ma'ariv.
is. Yes,
Okay.
always is. Page 200, we rise, please.
Angle, so you're not looking at my belly. Here we go. והוא רחום יכפר עוון ולא ישיב, והרבה להשיב על פה ולא ירקו חמתו, אדוני הושיע המלך יעננו ביום קראנו. ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
Seated.
אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב הרבים. אהבת עולם בישראל.
The bottom of page 200.
ואהבתך עוד תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavecha, v'chol nafshecha, v'chol meodecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavecha, hayom al levavecha, Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha b'derech, v'ushachbecha v'kumecha, v'kshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu lo totafot b'neinecha, v'uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'isharecha. V'haya.
Bottom half of 202.
Adonai Elohechem emet.
It's all right. We usually recite the last
Oh,
paragraph.
I'm sorry.
That's
I can
okay.
back up.
Okay.
But
We're good.
I'll back up. ויאמר הנעל, משה לאמור, דבר על בני ישראל, ואמרת עליהם, ועשו להם ציצית, על כנפי בגדיהם לדורתם, ונתנו על ציצית הכנף בתיל תכלה, והיה לכם לציצית, ראיתם אותו, וזרתם כל מצוות אדוני, ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם, ואחרי עיניכם, ואשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם לקדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם.
Cherry Hoffman, would you do the English in the middle of 205, please? Thank you. You're muted,
Listen.
Cherry. Right. Muted. Now you're good. Muted again.
What's going on?
You're good. You're
Can you
good.
hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Okay. We affirm the truth that he is our God and that there is no other, and that we are his people Israel. He redeems us from the power of kings, delivers us from the hand of all tyrants. He brings judgment upon our oppressors, retribution upon all our mortal enemies. He performs wonders beyond understanding, marvels beyond all reckoning. He has maintained us among the living. He has not allowed our steps to falter. He guided us to triumph over mighty foes, exalted our strength over all our enemies. He vindicated us with miracles before Pharaoh, with signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. In wrath, he smote all of Egypt's firstborn, bringing his people to lasting freedom. He led his children through divided waters as their pursuers sank in the sea. When his children beheld his might, they sang in praise of him, gladly accepting his sovereignty. Moses and the people of Israel sang with great joy to the Lord.
Ben, please continue. Malchuto.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם, משה בני ישראל, לכנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקעם לפני משה, זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Cherry at the top of 207, please.
Help us, our Father, to lie down in peace and awaken us to life again, our King. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. You, O God, guard us and deliver us. You are a gracious and merciful King. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Praised are you, Lord, eternal guardian of your people, Israel.
Thank you. Ben, Ushmor Tzedkenu.
ושמור צאתנו ואינו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם, ברוך אתה אדוני, שומר עמו ישראל לעד.
We're in the middle of page 206.
כי המלכות שלך היא עולמי תמלוך בכבוד, כי אין לנו מלך אלא אתה, ברוך אתה אדוני, המלך בכבודו, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ויעל כל מעשה.
Viraz Chatzi Kaddish, page 208.
יגדל ויגדש שמי רבה, ועלמא דבר קרותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי חון וביומי ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ומעלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקדושה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן ביומה ואמרו אמן.
We recite the Amidah silently from 210 to 220 on page 216. In the middle of the page, indented in smaller font, is the paragraph Ya'aleh v'yavo for Rosh Chodesh. Ya'aleh v'yavo Rosh Chodesh 216. Please continue at your own pace. When Ben is ready, he will pick up at Kaddish Shalem, page 222.
יקדל ויקדש שמי רבה, ויעלמה דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי, וחייכון ויומייכון וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עונה ומיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקדושה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן ביומה, ואמרו אמן. תקבל צלות הון ובעד הון דכל ישראל, קדמה בהון די ושמיה, ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. או עשה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן.
We continue with the counting of the Omer. We're instructed between the 2nd of Pesach and Shavuot to count every night. Last night we counted 14, so we'll know what to count tonight. We turn to page 237. We'll read the English paragraph in unison, followed by the consecration of the day, the bracha, and then remembering that last night we counted 14. On page 237 in English together, please. I'm ready to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer as it is ordained in the Torah. You shall count from the eve of the 2nd day of Pesach, when an omer of grain is to be brought as an offering, 7 complete weeks. The day after the 7th week of your counting will make 50 days. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. היום 15 יום שהם 2 שבועות ויום אחד לעומר. Tonight on Rosh Chodesh of Iyar, the end of Nisan, we count 15 days, which are 2 weeks and 1 day to the Omer. We return to page 224. Aleinu. Ben?
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. How can I come out of כתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We recall with love those who gave us life and shared life with us, whose Yortzeit is the 30th of Nisan, Aleph Rosh Chodesh Iyar, Monday the 30th of Nisan, April 12th, 2021. The following names are listed in our perpetual memorials of Chizuk Amuno and are inscribed in our hearts and souls. Esther Ann Brown Adler, Fanny Goldsmith, Lena Goldstein, Arthur Grant, Samuel Hendler, Miriam G. Jacobs, Dora Yaffe, Coleman M. Lampe, Samuel Thomas Scher, Joseph Schulman, Dr. Isidore A. Siegel, Lillian Simkus, Dr. I. Lee Singer, and we also recall Joshua Weinberg of blessed memory. Yortzeit and Mourners Kaddish, page 226. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divra chirutei ve'amlich machtei, v'chayachon v'yamechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agalav v'zman karev v'emo amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ulom le'omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תשבחתה ונחמתה דאמירם בעלמה ועמו אמן יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועמו אמן עושה שלום ממרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועמו אמן. A good moed, a good evening. Yehi Zichram Baruch, the memory of those we love are very much a blessing to us. Tomorrow morning, it's Rosh Chodesh. We'll start at 7 o'clock so we can finish the Hallel, the Torah reading, and the Musaf. And on Tuesday morning, also, we start at 7 o'clock, as we were used to do when we had the Minyan. 7, that's right, Randy, 7 o'clock, Nish Geferlach. I want to thank all who shared their memories, and truly, the spiritual remembrance is what gives us the continuity of identity, and memory is identity. Thank you all for sharing. Please, God, watch over us. Keep us in your good right hand. And I thank you. Have a good night. Moed Tov.
Thank you, everyone.